Start clapping right now for my good friend, Mr. Zach Hunt. How you guys doing? So, round of applause. Who's fans of marijuana in here? Yeah. Like, I love it too. I mean, you can probably smell it on me, but like, I think we've gotten to a point where we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line where it's going to be legal. Because like, I can just hang out downtown and smoke a blunt and like, nobody really gives a shit. There's far more pressing shit happening. People on fentanyl talking to themselves. I'm just a blip on the radar. But like, the one thing I do hate is like, I'm tight with it because like, I had to go through the labor of getting the shit. Like, I didn't just walk to a store. There's like usually a process of chasing somebody down to get 2 grams. So no, Tyler, you can't have a gram. But like, it equally pisses me off more when somebody from like a state like Colorado comes in town. They're like, oh man, can I get some of that? I'm like, no. Like, fuck you, one. Like, this is like an episode of The Last of Us. Like, you're walking up to me with scarce resources, I'll shoot you. But like, I've always had like a weird relationship with drugs. Like, when I was 18, I was addicted to coke really bad, which tells you that was really good coke. But like, I also, like, you're familiar with the term fiend, right? Like a dope fiend. Yeah, I was a dope fiend. Like, usually means you'll do just about anything to get the drug. For me, that was doing like maid services. My dealer would be like, I need you to clean my house. I'm like, 2 grams? I'm there. Like, if it was Molly, I'd be the Molly maid. But I can't think of a pun for cocaine and cleaning service. I'm sorry. I called it clean for coke, KFC. I was really good at it. But also, like, I had an epiphany the other day as well. You guys know what cicadas are, right? Yeah. Weird. But like, they show up every 17 years, right, and then disappear. I feel like great white rappers are like cicadas. Because think about it, like Jack Harlow's hot right now, right? 2023. The last person that's hot, Marshall Mathers. Right? And before him, Mr. Vanilla Ice Baby. I mean, don't quote me. I didn't research to make sure the numbers match, but it just sounds like it's a hypothesis. And like, we're getting more tolerant as time goes on, but like, I do remember a time when you were younger, like somebody would get pissed off and say, you could suck my dick. And like, it was used as a threat because at the time people were a little more homophobic, so they'd be like, oh, what'd you say to me? Right? But try that as a threat now. You run up to somebody, suck my dick, they're like, all right. How you gonna fight that case in court? Your Honor, my client was joking. Like, no, he was laying down a verbal contract. Fulfill your deed. And in the last show, the comedian was talking about Groundhog Day. So I'm gonna end on a bit on that. Like, I'm kind of fed up with the Groundhog guys. Like, it's kind of weird that we rely on like a 140-year-old German myth to decide if it's going to be warm or cold. I mean, one, the sun's out, probably gonna see your shadow. Save us a trip. I mean, and it's a little bit of animal torture because we're just pulling a gopher out of a trunk to like a bunch of white men in hats screaming at him. I can't operate under those terms. That's why I don't do Masonic calls. But equally, like, I was under the impression he's looking at his shadow, right? Nope. He's picking a scroll like the Elder Scrolls. They just lay him down, they're like, all right, what are you going to do? Like, in 2020, they just threw the fucking scroll at him. He didn't have the choice, and they're like, record. Let's just end it. Let's let ChatGPT be the new GoPro. All right, thank you, that's my time.